What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be working on a Maverick City / CCM type song, and shout out to my boy Jan Hunter. This idea actually came from him. Maybe last year sometime he was working on a Maverick City type song. So shout out to Jan Hunter. He gave me this idea. So I want to just, come up with a Maverick City type vibe and kind of break down the production process of what I'm thinking and let you guys in on the sounds I'm using and starting a song from scratch and actually finishing it. You know, I've been working on songs and not finishing them, but I'm going to do my best to try to finish this song for you guys and, see where we go. So we're going to start off with piano. So I got this idea in my head. I got this progression in my head. So let's go through it. So I got tempo set at 82. We're going to be using my Nord Pearl upright. This is what it sounds like. So similar to that Maverick City feel. So check this out. We're going to do an intro, and I may play through the verse as well. So let's check it out. That is the intro, and then that is the verse. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some markers in here so I don't get lost with the arrangement. So we're going to add marker 1. And this is a tip that you guys can do in Logic when you're working, and it'll kind of just show the arrangement or whatever. So we press this right here, click the marker, add it right there. And now we're going to double click it, and we're going to name this intro. Then I want the verse to come in right here. So I'm going to add. I'm going to do verse 1. Then we're going to do verse 2. Now what I want to do is I want to add the bass in here. So I'm going to pull up. We're going to go to Legacy, click GarageBand. And then there's a bass in here that I really, really like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack this fingerstyle electric bass with another bass, thumb bass. So we're going to stack these basses together. I'm just going to keep the bass in the intro, and I'm going to take it out on the verses right here for now. You know what? I'm going to pull up my drone pads. So let's pull up CCM drone pads. And if you go to my website, you can get access to all of these drone pads. And this is what a drone pad does. It just adds some depth to your production. So we're just going to drag this in. We're in the key of E. And it's just a sustaining note that's just going to sustain the whole entire song in the key of E. And watch how much more fuller it sounds with this drone pad going. So it's real subtle. It's not doing a lot, but it's there and it adds some depth to it. So we're going to name it drone pad. Now I'm going to pull up a drum kit. The drum kit I'm going to be using is Superior Drummer. And this is going to be the Calvin Rogers pack that I'm using. I'm going to play a drum pattern for the intro and the verse. Maverick City typically keeps the drums pretty simple. They make it interesting, but it's simple enough to follow along. They're not chopping a lot. It's not a gospel record. They're not trying to show off all their chops. They're just keeping it simple and keeping it in the box. We're going to kind of follow that same format. So let's check it out. going to add a guitar in here as well. The guitar I'm going to use is one of my go-tos. We're going to pull up Native Instruments, Contact. And I really like this sound preset, Open Space. It really just adds a little bit more depth to it. Another thing I want to do with this guitar is take out some of the lows, because I don't really need that at all. It's there, but I don't need it. With the guitar, I'm going to play exactly what I'm doing with the keys, but add a little bit of variation to it. So let's check it out. Added just a little variation to it right there. Hey, if you're finding some value out of this video, please hit that like button. And if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. We're going to keep on going. Another cool thing about Maverick City is I like how they always add organ to their stuff. So what is a Maverick City song without organ? I'm going to pull up my Nord organ and we're going to cut some organ with it. With organ, we're laying on top of the foundation of the keys. So if we listen closely to the keys and the organ, they're doing exactly the same thing. We're matching chords and all of that. One of the cool things about production, variation is very important in terms of like guitars and adding different things. But if you can match your keys and your organ together like that, you're working with a good foundation. I want to add like a natural sounding clap in this as well. I know Logic has a clap somewhere that sounds somewhat natural. I'm going to add this clap out of this drum kit called SoCal. Sounds real roomy and sounds a little bit natural. To make this intro more interesting, I want to add some type of arpeggiator or some type of pad, just to create a little bit more movement so it's not just as, I guess, boring. That's the one right there. Believe it or not, I've never used this sound before. We're on the synthesizer, rhythmic, and then we go to connect chord. So that's where that's at. And we're going to match what we're doing with the keys. That's what it's all about, matching. Now I want to add a sweep somewhere leading into the verse. I've taught you guys this before. Creating dynamics throughout your production adds flavor and value to your production. So let's add noise sweeper. Little things like that go a long way. Another thing I'm hearing right now in this moment, I'm hearing a piano over top of the piano that we already have playing the melody. So this is what we're going to do. With that piano, we're playing around with the melody, making it interesting, adding flavor to it. I want to add some type of synth sound to this. And the sounds that these 12 sounds that we're going to use, I'm going to try my best to stick with it this whole entire production. We want to make this as simple and straightforward as possible. It's always cool to stack sounds and make your production sound really, really big. But one of the things that I would challenge you to do is just pull back. What does your production sound like without a whole bunch of tracks and all of that? Like, really keep it simple and make it make sense. This Juno Lead 1 synth is something from my Modern Wave Synth Volume 1 pack. So I'm going to add this to a particular pack. If you want access to Modern Wave Synth, you can get that in my link below. Comes with a bunch of different sounds. You got bass stuff in there, brass stuff in there, leads in there. I lied. I want to add one more sound to this. I want to add a pad called Mosaic Pad. This is another sound pack that I worked on, and this is gonna be last sound I add, I promise. And we're gonna play what we're playing with the keys. We're gonna keep it real simple. Hey man, tell me that intro don't sound good. Sound real rich and full. These are the things that are stacked together that it's doing almost practically the same thing. I'm going to add guitar in there too, but listen to this. That sounds really, really good because they're not clashing. They're doing the same thing, and they're a unit. They're in harmony. They're in perfect harmony together. So it sounds really, really good and rich and thick like that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hey man, I plan on finishing this Maverick City series, so please tune along for this journey. This is going to be very, very fun. We're going to build out this whole entire song, and I'm going to try my best to stick to 13 sounds. If you have any questions, comment down below any questions you got, and we can start a conversation, and I'll promise that I'll respond to it, unless this video just blows up and it gets like 10 million views and I'm not able to comment to everyone. But yeah, let's start a conversation below. So thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate you guys so much. We out.